Hi guys, we're Jack Production and we're here with
Vanessa Earhart, Faculty Secretary for Drama and Communication.
Pobrecita. So today I'm gonna interview Ms. Vanessa here while she does my makeup. Every product she picks up will have a question and she will have to answer it. Let's get this going.
I'm going to start. I have two daughters who hopefully have taught me enough about makeup. My routine is a lot simpler than most of theirs.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with a primer.
Okay.
Wait, no, let's start with this one first. Or do we start with the primer first?
I can't answer any.
Oh my gosh. Let's start with the primer first.
Okay.
Okay.
Now let me read the question for you. So tell me about your job.
My job entails keeping the budgets for both departments, doing requisitions to order supplies needed for speech department, speech classes, and add PR classes, as well as the drama department. I also greet visitors who come into my office. I help faculty with whatever they need. I do memos, I arrange meetings, I do all of the background work for two departments here at South Texas College.
She be the backbone.
Pretty much. I think any faculty, secretary, or support staff, as the college likes to call us, we are the ones that kind of maintain the department. You know, you guys need cameras, you guys need supplies for your class. That's right. Your instructors will come to me and say, hey, we need this, we need that, and I'm like, okay, well, let's get it done. I find a way, and then if we can't, I have to tell them no. Okay, so we're gonna go with this one next.
Okay, she chose. How difficult is your job?
It's not a difficult job, per se. There are points in the semester when I'm very busy. That is usually gonna be at the very beginning of the fall semester. And the very beginning of the spring semester. So those are really the ones that, those are the moments when I'm busiest. Other than that, I mean, it's just a matter of learning procedure and following it, and also getting along well with my coworkers and trying to keep, you know, a good attitude about everything that I'm doing.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want to walk in and have a mean secretary.
No, I try to make sure that I make it a pleasant experience for my coworkers to come in. I try to always say good morning, always smile, I don't always succeed, because, you know, we all have our days.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, but for the most part, we try. I'm going to apologize ahead of time for what you're going to look like when we're done. Okay. I'm going to go with this one.
Okay. So your question is, what is your favorite part of your job?
I like my job all the way around, to be honest with you. I don't think that there's any part of my job I don't like. More than anything, I think I like dealing with my faculty, my coworkers, my students, and I refer to them as mine all the time. You know, I'll say my faculty, my building.
She be ruling this thing.
My students, because I think we all have to help each other. I enjoy, you know, everybody that I work with, and we have a good time together, and we like each other, and that's always important. I found that, okay, and you're not gonna help me, right?
No.
Dang it.
Pretty
If
much.
I remember correctly, I think the small ones are for concealers.
Okay.
This poor girl, I swear. Okay, I'm not a makeup artist by any means, so we'll see.
She's a secret secretary, beauty guru.
Yeah, I wish. I'm more like the secret secretary, Dr. Doolittle. That's more the case of.
I mean, you're doing pretty good so far.
I think I've got the order kind of sorted down.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
My beauty routine is very quick in the morning. It's like foundation, a little bit of powder, blush and eyeliner, and mascara, eyebrows. Okay, that's it. We're done. That's sort of my.
You're like, the more I sleep, the better I am.
Let's see, make sure I got. Well,
She said, well, I'm not
it's
convinced.
okay. Okay, so I know that concealer goes on after foundation.
Okay. So I do know for a fact that you're still going to college.
Yes.
So can you tell me more about your degree, what you're studying for, and how far into you are?
I earned my associate degree here at South Texas College in Communication Studies, and I earned it completely online. And then I was searching for a college where I could get my bachelor's completely online because I work full-time and I have a family. I really don't have time to sit in the classroom. So I ended up finding University of Texas Permian Basin that has a complete online bachelor's for communication studies. I am a senior there, and I am in the last of my 12 hours of classes. I will be graduating in July.
Oh.
Yeah, because I started taking 15 hours a semester and quickly realized that with a full-time job and a family, that was not a good idea. So I dropped it to 12 hours a semester, so I have 2 classes that I need to complete over the summer in order to finish my bachelor's degree in communication studies.
Would you want to be teaching here?
I would eventually like to. Dr. Cantu keeps asking me if I'm going to go straight to my master's. But in all honesty, I am so burned out from getting my bachelor's that I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I would love to teach.
Real talk.
Well, it's, I'm going to be honest with you.
It's hard.
It is hard.
College, family, balancing everything is hard.
Yeah, and so I'm proud of myself. I think that it's an accomplishment. I waited too long. I wish I had done it when I was a lot younger. But it's never too late.
Yeah.
It's never too late.
So speaking of you going to college and being outside with like your family and stuff, what do you like to do outside of your job, aside of like your family and school?
Right now, I bake a lot. So I do that. I make a killer mostachon.
Confused by the word.
It's a Mexican cake.
Hear me with a nopal in the frente, not knowing anything.
It's actually a really good cake. So that's what I'll do. I also have a lot of pets, and they are the ones that are my relaxation. But that's usually what I do on the outside. Between homework and everything, I don't have a lot of spare time. So a lot of my spare time is I just want to rest. And
understandable.
yeah, I'll sit on the couch and with my doggies and watch a movie or something.
Be like, who cares about pillows? Bring with the dogs.
Exactly. So we're gonna go with this palette.
Okay. What inspires you the most?
My kids.
Okay.
My kids. I went back to school not only for myself, but to show them that I wanted them to be proud of me.
Okay.
And a lot of what I do and a lot of the work that I put into school, I do so that they can see me succeed and that they will know that, hey, if mom did it, I can do it too.
So like type of like motivate them
Yeah.
to continue.
Yeah, I want them to understand that, hard work pays off. Even if you feel like you don't have time or you can't, there's always something you can do to better yourself. It doesn't have to necessarily be college. It could be a certificate. It could be learning how to dance or, whatever it is that you want. Blush. I told you my makeup is going to be like super simple.
So what would you say is the worst part of your job?
Having to get up early.
And that is everybody's worst part of the day.
Yeah, I can't think of there being a bad part, to be honest with you. I mean, I love my job. I love both my departments. I work with amazing people. Even my admin staff for my division, they're great. I really don't think that there's anything I can think of that I would say, oh my gosh, I just, you know? No. Sometimes when I'm really busy in the fall, especially because that's when I usually have a lot of paperwork, sometimes I get a little frustrated with a lot of questions, but I usually just take a breath, get up, walk away from my desk for a moment, and then come back and just take a breath, you know, and then step away for a moment. Sometimes that's all we need. So
She's like multiplying my blush.
I am, because I love your cheekbones. Give you them.
The card. So, since we discussed your college, we discussed more about your job. What would be like the dream job for you?
When I was young, my dream job was to become a veterinarian. Unfortunately, decisions I made when I was a lot younger affected my opportunity to go do that. When I first started college, I was only like 17 years old, which was a long time ago. And at that time, there were no online classes. There were no like, yes, I'm gonna make you shiny, like from here all the way down. There wasn't anything like there is now. And I remember going to see an advisor and being told that I had to choose. Either I worked or I went to school. I couldn't do both. At the time, I had to choose work. But I found that I liked talking to people.
Okay.
And so I guess my dream job now, considering that I am not going to go back to veterinary school, teaching. I like teaching. I like working with people.
Okay. That is a very interesting. You went to like from trying to help animals to like communication, like teaching and stuff.
Yeah.
That's unexpected.
Yeah, it's it's helping, but in a different way. I've always had a passion for animals. Always, always, always. And I still do. Every animal that I see that needs help, my husband's like, another one. And that's just me. I'm gonna fan you. Okay, that look tells me I am in the wrong brush zone. Girl. No.
What keeps you motivated besides like your family and like your pets?
I want to have something for myself and feel like I accomplished it. I want to be able to say I did it. And I have this issue every time that I start a new class online at school. You know, we always have the one discussion board. This should have been at the beginning, by the way. I have that one discussion board that's like introduce yourself. That's my least favorite of all of them, because it's always set up to say, what are you gonna do with your degree? And I was like, well, really hadn't planned that far ahead. I'm more doing this for me. You know, I want to be able to say I did it. That's just my own motivation, I guess. Is what I get out of it. And college is hard. I mean, it's a lot of self-discipline, because you have to. Oh, Dios mío. You have to want to do it.
Yeah.
You know, you have to want to work.
So let's talk about. We talked about you continuing your education and stuff. So what do people think you do in your job?
That I sit around and answer the phone. And obviously, we just found out I don't always do that. A lot of people just think that I just sit here, answer the phone, and type a letter or something like that. I do those things, but there's so much more. You know, I'm here for faculty. I'm here for students. I basically look at it as a position of service. You know, and I enjoy that. I like helping people. I like, being there and being the one that can help solve the problem. That's just part of my nature.
How can you being picky mess with your work?
I tend to have a hard time letting someone else do something if I don't think they're going to do it well enough. And I have to tell myself, no, step back. Let them learn. because I can do that.
Mhm.
And I'll admit it, you know, I can micromanage, or I have this, no, just let me do it.
Mhm.
I have that habit. And I am learning to not do that. And I'm not going to curl your eyelashes, by the way, because I will take your eyelashes out with that thing.
Y
So-
casi no tengo. Oh my God. you're
So we're
gorgeous.
gonna skip that part, and I know, I'm sorry, but it just, ay Dios mío. I like things done a certain way, and I can be a little bit of a snob about that, in all honesty. You know, I'm in all honesty, I can. But I try not to. I have a tendency to sometimes want to be a perfectionist about stuff.
Mhm.
Especially in my schoolwork. And I have to decide that there's a point where I just have to say, okay, that's good enough. You know, we
Mhm.
have to
Let it go.
You have to let it go, because I can stress myself out a lot about
Mhm.
it if I were allowed to. Anything else that you're curious about my job?
The only thing I'm curious about, she's laughing and I can't see myself and I'm scared.
No, I just got a little bit outside the line right there.
Mhm.
But I think you'll be okay. We have makeup wipes, right?
Yeah. So, do I look pretty?
I think you look naturally pretty.
This is it, guys, for today's video. Thank you so much, Ms.
Thank you for
Vanessa.
having me. This was an unexpected surprise, and I apologize now for the lipstick, but I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed talking to everyone and sharing my thoughts and opinions.
So now we know all secretaries don't just answer the phones.
No, we don't.
They're the backbone. That cuts it. Bye, guys.